What's up, everybody? This is Donald with Tweeds Custom Suits.
Welcome to another exciting episode of The Ravens Flock.
Oh, yeah!
It is Saturday, November 26th. With Thanksgiving has come and gone, and I hope you guys ate well. I hope you guys have feasted well with all of the delicious, bountiful food that has been produced by Mother Earth herself.
And then horribly and shamelessly exploited by cold-hearted multinational corporations.
It's okay. Nobody. It's okay. We don't follow that shit.
Apparently
Exactly.
not.
Yeah, no, fuck that crap.
We are free within our shackles.
Yes, indeed. And yes, so Thanksgiving is behind us as we're approaching the end of November, and we are heading into the holidays. Hell yeah, I can't wait for that. But that being said, I'm your host, Jose Casabona, also host of Wrestle Rewind, host of this show, and also the founder, content manager, and executive producer of this amazing channel that you guys are watching and you are subscribed to and you are exclusive members of, and we appreciate every single one of you. And joining me on my right is the host of the Black Files, my tag partner for Wrestle Rewind, the man who puts in the man hours behind all the videos that we produce on this channel every single week, Mr. Juan Arouse.
Thank you for that introduction, Jose, and don't you ever forget the mister.
And joining us live via Zoom call is the host of Los Amigos Play, a man who until the day he dies will not give any dollar amounts to Rooster Teeth, Mr. Angel Mendez.
Greetings, flesh peasants. Tis good to grace you once more with my unimaginable presence. How y'all doing?
God damn it, Angel. How come the turkey coma hasn't taken you?
It did.
Well, that's because I'm Cuban. And even at the ripe old age of my 30s, the power of my Cuban metabolism digests all the food and turns it into energy. You can't see me, but I'm glowing with a mighty golden aura that scorches my surroundings.
That golden
I should call the
aura
fire
is,
department.
Angel, that golden aura is that's called fucking shoot. Damn it.
Angel,
it's
you sure that golden glow isn't coming from your penis? I mean, we've
No.
seen it in
No.
Gold Member.
No, Jose. That's not how it works.
No, but it is coming from the rest of me, and it's
Angel,
literally
it's called
burning everything
jaundice.
around. What?
All right. That golden aura that you're seeing all around your body is called jaundice. Your eyes are losing nutrition and are yellowing unto death. They're rotting from the inside, which is why you see yourself in an immaculate orange, yellow, golden glow.
I see. So you are
It's an
saying
orange.
that I should eat more turkey?
No, you should eat an orange.
Okay, fine. I'll have some oranges. But that doesn't explain how everything around me is catching fire. I should probably call the police. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. This is fine.
This is fine.
And much like all our other shows on this channel, we are simulcasting on youtube.com/theravensflock and twitch.tv/theravensflock online. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen underneath the X. The
I'm
X
gonna
signifies
tickle
that we've
the
been
corner of
doing
that
this song and
X.
dance for 10 frickin' years. Also, hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our media content. Leave your questions and comments down below, and we will answer them during the duration that we're live. And if you wish to go above and beyond,
Did we just...
yes, we did, in unison, to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker for $4.99 a month. And you can have exclusive access to all of the special perks that comes with our membership service. Juan, tell them.
Well, first off, if we got any inner flockers in the chat, go ahead and show off your pride, show off some love with those lovely custom inner flocker emojis made by yours truly, so that you can show everyone your support of the Ravens Flock. Also, you get access to members first and members only content. You get access to a special discount in our merch store, link in the description below, and you get to be part of the conversation that helps shape the future of this channel. Speaking of which, hello, Mistress Meg. Welcome to this
Hello.
week's episode of the Ravens Flock. We appreciate the love, we appreciate the support, and we're
welcome.
hoping to
Thank
see
you for joining us.
what y'all's got in store and what we've got in store for you tonight.
So, guys, admittedly, this has been kind of a slow week, right? Because of Thanksgiving, and there's really not much news going on because, well, like going back to my earlier point, we were all too focused on Thanksgiving and feasting.
Well, there was the passing of Jason David Frank, the legendary Green Ranger.
Yeah.
I covered that on the Black Files.
Covered that on the Black Files, yes.
To be fair, though, most people did not want to focus on such cruel tragedies when we have good times ahead. So we stopped our faces and did our best to move on. And miraculously, nothing too explosive happened in the last week or so, as far as I'm aware.
Well, there is the incident that happened in Colorado.
Oh, yes.
Actually, on the same day, which I hope you don't mind. I'll be
No,
covering
actually,
that.
No, actually,
on-
yeah, we're going to be
in
covering that
detail
on
on
we'll
on
cover that on
Wednesday.
Wednesday on the Black Files as the story develops.
Indeed.
Indeed. Yeah, so that one is a far more sensitive topic. We wanted to stick closer to geek culture and nerd culture news. So we had a toss up. Yes, the tragedy that happened in Colorado is a terrible problem, but that is also still ongoing. At least the details of what happened with Jason David Frank were made more clear by the time of the Black Files airing. So that's what we went with.
Yeah, but that being
and
said,
Mistress Meg, they're throwing up. Is that a hands up or what emoji is that?
let me take a look at that.
Oh yeah, it's just a little waving and a heart
It's
emoji.
a wave
Yay.
emoji. And a
Thank
notice
you.
me
I'm
emoji.
blind.
It's a notice me emoji.
Well, we notice you. We see you. You are seen.
Yes, indeed.
I see you.
All right, so let's go
like
ahead and get to it.
water,
So-
like breath,
so-
like rain.
So just because there was Thanksgiving this week, that doesn't mean there wasn't anything to talk about. I dare say there's plenty to talk about.
Well, more like there's plenty to watch, and especially considering we were talking about on the Black Files. What day does that air again? Oh yeah, that's right.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Ha! Clever segue. So let's go ahead and talk about
Folks,
the.
Don't just say Wednesday without snapping off.
All
All
right.
right. There you go.
There we go. Ha!
That's how it's done.
Let's go ahead and talk about the Netflix series, literally titled Wednesday.
Executive produced and directed in some episodes, apparently, by Tim Burton himself.
A man
That's
who,
right.
Yeah, a man who at the time had absolutely nothing to do with the original Addams Family's movies or TV shows or any of that.
Even though it's weird that everyone thought that he did the first two Addams Family movies, Addams Family and Addams Family Values, but no, that was Barry Sonnenfeld, the man behind the Men in Black movies.
Exactly, and I think people need to do a little more fact checking before immediately associating Tim Burton with something that isn't his.
Just because it's creepy and it's kooky, it's scary and it's spooky and it's all a little looky, it's not Tim fucking Burton, people.
Well,
It's
to be
the
fair,
Addams
though,
Family.
it would be right up his alley, wouldn't it?
True, but
Yeah, it would've, yeah.
he likes to stick with his own. He likes to stick with his own aesthetics over here. The Joseph Santos just jumped in. Welcome, the Joseph Santos. Welcome to the Ravens flock. We appreciate you here.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay. He made other projects. He made other projects in the '90s, so I think Tim Burton's all right. So he'll do okay. But that being said, let's go ahead and talk about this. This story revolves around, well, if you can't guess yet, Wednesday Addams. This time played by Jenna Ortega.
Jenna Ortega, she's a bright young teenager. She's been on Disney Channel programming. She's been in another really screwed up Netflix series called You.
Yeah, I watched that show.
It was so schmecked.
It is so fucking like no. Here's the thing. I have a weird relationship with the show You, because on one hand, I hate it. I hate it because of the fucking main character, because he's such a fucking creep, psychopath motherfucker, and yet I want to keep watching. No. But yet I want to keep watching. I want to keep watching because I want to see his failings unfold. I want to see him eat shit.
And then get his ass whipped.
Yes.
But it's not
Well-
just... Sorry, go ahead, Angel.
Welcome to the beauty of the unsympathetic protagonists. You watch him to see how far he can fall. That's the best part.
Mistress Meg said Tim Burton turned down the movie because he was busy with Batman. You're right.
Yeah,
was,
fair
Batman
enough.
Batman
Yeah,
was
he directed,
1989.
he directed Batman in the early 90s, so he's
No,
okay.
1989, and
1989
then
and 1991.
1992.
No, 91.
That was the one with Danny DeVito as the Penguin, right?
That's right. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
the Addams Family was made it came out in 1991 also. So go figure. What are the odds?
He's
but
all right.
Ms. Jenna Ortega is not alone in this. She is surrounded by an all-star cast, including I kid you not, Luis Guzman and Catherine Zeta-Jones as the heads of the Addams Family, Gomez and Morticia Adams.
Hang on a minute.
I
Before we
mean,
get
they
to
looked the part.
They
They
looked
do.
the part, but before you get to the rest of the cast, I actually want to go on a little bit of a rant here, because I know people online all over the internet were early to criticize the appearance of Gomez Adams, and they're literally saying, "Oh, but that's not the same Gomez from the movies."
Okay, sure, people. Let's go ahead and necromance Raul Julia back from the grave after 30 years and say, "My good sir, we need you." He'd probably be...
Angel, are you at the point where you could raise people from the dead yet?
Unfortunately, no. I tried, but the price is too high. Hades has been jacking up the prices. Apparently, even the underworld got hit by the economy. Sorry.
Man.
Yeah, I figured as much.
It's
It
hard
happens.
all around, man.
But that being
This
said,
is a case of the audience impression being colored by the previous adaptation. Gomez, Mr. Gomez, has always looked like a dumpy, frumpy fellow, which is constructed by his perfect manners and his gentlemanly looks. However, in this case, they got a much more attractive actor to play him in the original movies, so that became the general idea. It's kind of like how Alan Rickman is what everybody thinks about when I say Severus Snape. Even though in the books, he looked ugly as fuck.
He looked uglier than sin. He even had like an evil,
He had an evil beard.
goatee.
yes.
Exactly. But most people think of Alan Rickman because his performance was so goddamn memorable. Same thing here.
Turn to page
All right, fair enough. I understand.
394.
Okay, fair enough. I understand why people would go up to arms about Gomez Adams, but even so, folks, do your fact check. Do some research.
Look at the
No.
original.
Research is hard and I don't wanna. No.
Look at the original.
Shut up. How often do you spend time in front of your computer screen?
And,
That's a rhetorical
Yes.
question.
And
Exactly.
she's also got appearance from Pugsley Adams. This time played
Oh.
by a young little lad by the name of Isaac Ordonez. And
Nice.
And people were also going up in arms like, what the hell are the Adams family looking so Latinx and Latino? Like,
His name is Gomez.
his name
dumb
is
shit.
Gomez, you silly fucks.
God, they're idiots.
Bro,
Catherine
just because, listen,
Zeta-Jones is like super Eurasian badass woman. She could play any sort of European she freaking wants. She could play any sort of Latina she fucking wants. She could play
She could.
American as fuck if she really wants.
She's
listen,
worn many
her middle
hats.
name is Zeta. That is the most Latino shit in Zorro.
It's Z. Her literal one of her last names is Z.
Zorro!
Zorro!
Okay, I'm gonna stop. Anyways,
Now-
continue on the cast list.
We have also now the plot of this involves around Wednesday finding her place in a new boarding school for, shall we say, the strange and unusual. It is fun. It is like there is an overarching plot. All 8 episodes, right?
That's right.
Have been released simultaneously by Netflix, which goes to show that Netflix still has not learned its lesson about
Hell no. They
milking.
ain't learning shit.
They have not learned the lesson about milking their content. Just milk it out little by little. It's okay. It's not the end of the world if we don't get it all at once.
Nah, fuck it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
But I'm gonna
It's
get
kind
to
of broke,
that.
though.
I'm gonna get to that in a minute with the other streaming show that we've got in here. She's of course Wednesday has it's just she's moving into a boarding school. She has a roommate by the character by the name of Enid Sinclair, played by Emma Myers, and oh my god, it is so horrifying.
It's perfect.
The
She's
character
perfect.
is so sunny and bright and sweet and weird in her own way.
And she's also Lycan.
She's also quasi werewolf, but only on the
Oh, yeah.
nails. Which
That was the
sucks.
part that
You're
genuinely
not
confused me
werewolf
about
enough.
this. That's the part that confused me about the show. But do pardon my ignorance. Before I understand, while the family of the Addams is fairly fantastic itself, most of the comedy of the movies and the comic comes to the fact that the very normal world has to react to this very spooky, gothic, yet bizarrely dramatic family. In this series, apparently, there's like an actual known fantasy element with creatures of different fantastical castes hanging out here. Has the franchise ever done that before, or is this the first time that we're doing that
I can
whole
answer
thing?
that question. As far as my knowledge goes, and I've only seen the first episode, this is the first time that they're doing this. And there is a plot that actually adds, I want to say, layers and adds depth to the backstory of Morticia and Gomez Adams and their connection to that school, but I don't want to give away any spoilers, Angel.
Okay,
Mr.
keep
Smeg-
that until I watch it.
Mr.
I'm just genuinely surprised because this feels like a rather drastic change of setting. I don't really hate it per se. It's just not something that I'm used to when I hear the Addams family.
You have to continue watching the series in order to understand.
Mistress Meg in the chat, she went ahead and said, I had to rewind. Isaac name is Jewish, just saying. I totally get what you mean, but like at the same time, I'm trying to understand, like, wait, where did Isaac come from?
It's okay.
Isaac. He is a Jewish kid. Oh, okay.
He came from the most fantastical land of them all, the
Jewish
Jews.
It's okay though.
There's
Like,
also other cast members that are also part of the show.
now the cast also includes, of course, you have, since it is a boarding school, you have the headmistress, Larissa Weems, played by Gwendolyn Christie. That's right, Captain Phasma herself.
She was
Okay.
Captain
Which
Phasma in
explains why she's like 9 feet tall compared to everyone else. She's a tall woman.
Yep, she was Captain
She is that
Phasma.
tall in real life. They actually had to make her shorter in the Star Wars movie so she would intimidate the actors into running away.
Oh, please.
Yeah, remember the big baddie is Kylo Ren. You're way too tall. We got to scale you down a little.
But she had a cool armor.
It's okay. She's already dead.
Yep,
Damn.
She was in Star Wars and she was also in Game of Thrones.
Yes, of
That's
course,
right.
What she was best known for.
She also played the role of an enormously powerful night woman who was constantly discriminated for her size, and because in Westeros is medieval times, so a woman with a sword is not seen fondly. She actually had quite a proper arc. I remember this part where her character is always, severely fucked up in the self-esteem department until she goes to the land of warriors and everybody's like, fuck yeah, a woman can throw down. Marry me. No, marry me.
No, me. No, me.
Marry me?
It was pretty cool.
Hell no.
All right. Let's go. All right.
And let's not forget one of the most surprising yet totally fitting, I guess you could call it gag casting. The character by the name of Marilyn Thornhill. I believe she's like, what, the school counselor or whatever?
Yes, more or less.
Played by, I shit you not, Christina Ricci. The
Yeah!
original Wednesday Addams. All grown up.
Ah,
And apparently, in an interview between, I believe it was either Entertainment Weekly or E! News with Jenna Ortega, she said like her and Christina Ricci got off and got to talking about the role and everything, but they had one sort of unspoken rule: they did not talk about how to play Wednesday. Like Christina Ricci's got her bag, Jenna Ortega's got her bag.
it makes perfect sense.
like, okay,
you
okay.
want the actor to bring her own flair to the actual, to the stage. If they try to ape their predecessor too much, it will come off as uninspired or copycatish.
Exactly, and then folks are just gonna like, yeah, you're not really Christina Ricci. You can't do what she did. You're breaking my childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, the problem is the only way I can see that actress is all I think about is Joy from Blade Runner.
No, Angel,
That's
you're
a
thinking of
different
Ana
actress.
de Armas.
That's Ana de Armas.
Yeah,
My
who's-
bad, they look very similar.
Who? Ana de Armas and Christina Ricci?
No, Ana
Yeah.
de Armas and Jenna Ortega.
Hell no. What? Okay,
They seem
I
similar
can
to
see
me.
that. I could see that, but at the same time, Ana de Armas is a little bit of an older woman. She's like early 30s. Jenna Ortega just turned 20. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Man, makeup magic is amazing.
Right?
Well, yeah, but that being said, there's a lot of hilarity. There's a lot of also some conflict between Wednesday and the family, and
As expected.
there's also, like I said, there is a plot.
There's some plot.
There is some plot. There is a murder mystery plot that's added to this show, and it gets pretty awesome.
Hilarity ensues as
See-
well. You have high school hijinks kind of things, but with its own Addams Family twist. And like Jose said, there is this overarching plot. We highly encourage people to watch it. Sorry, Angel, go ahead.
In a good way, and I can't believe I'm saying this feels like an original show that didn't make it through. So they decided to put the IP of the Addams Family to make it catch. And surprisingly, for once, it's actually working.
It makes more sense. And to be perfectly honest and be perfectly fair, I totally dig it because there's one thing that folks were actually worrying about. They're like, oh, well, Wednesday Addams and the Addams Family, they're not supposed to fight with each other or have disagreements. They all just love each other unconditionally. There's one thing that people are forgetting.
Go for it. Tell them.
In every other rendition, we see the Addams Family and Wednesday and Pugsley are still kids.
Yeah,
She
but this is teenage
a
Wednesday.
teenager. And what happens when kids become teenagers? Conflict.
Oh, they get all moody and shit, all the hormones start fucking with their bodies. They get this unearned feeling of being invincible, and then they stop listening to everybody. But then real life is like, bitch, you thought, and smacks them so hard that they are left bitter and broken by the failure of their hopes and dreams. And then they grow up trying to teach the lesson to their children, who will also never learn it. And thus we are all trapped in an endless cycle of life and death.
That's a lot. That's a lot
That's
of words.
a lot to unpack, Angel. Jesus.
That's a really long way of saying teenagers scare the living shit out of me.
Oh no, that's a long way of saying this. I remember being a teenager. If I saw myself at that age, I would smack my dumb face off.
So would I. So would I.
So would I.
Yep.
In
That was
fact,
back
I'm gonna
when
say it
they
right
had
now.
hair, and back when I had like freaking. Well, no, I still
Less
had
hair.
No. I still had hair, but
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say it right now. Anybody who doesn't feel thoroughly embarrassed by the stupid shit they did as a teenager are a borderline criminal sociopath and should not be trusted.
Yep. Totally 100% agree with you on that one. Also, hi there, Lorraine Lamour.
Hello.
Welcome to
Hello,
this
hello.
episode of
Thank
the
you very much
Ravens
thank you very much for joining us.
Now, there's also one thing that I wanted to point out as far as like the direction of everything.
Go on.
I will say one thing in terms of her performance as Wednesday. Jenna Ortega has got one thing locked down, and I don't know if you noticed this, and this is a minor spoiler, but once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Go ahead. Say it.
Wednesday Addams in this series does not blink once at all.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And it's fucking brilliant. She even had like in one of her interviews, Jenna Ortega was even, hi there, K-Storm is in the background getting foodstuffs.
You don't have to say that. But
Anyway, the craziness is that the directors and her, and they're like, okay, we want you to give us your most relaxed face and Kubrick stare with how neutral your face is with your expression, which is hysterical because she's got that locked down.
She did.
She
does.
She even made it completely like I had like it was such a pain in the ass because I had to force myself to not blink for a while, and during takes I would blink when my co-star, whoever who was off camera, or whatever, would say their line. That way I have a chance to blink my eyes.
And I can testify to that. Like I said, I saw the first episode, and yeah, you're right. She did not a single
It's
single
so
scene.
cool.
She did not blink at all.
It's so dumb and it's so cool, but at the same time, it's those little bit of choices of acting and how you bring this stuff out. Like, damn, this girl's gonna go places.
Yeah, I know. I'm not like many people who watch this will probably think it's not a big deal, but no, come on. How many actors or stage performers would want to have like a technique of not being able to blink when they're on screen?
That is actually quite difficult, and it is not the first time we saw it. Remember Terminator 2?
Ooh, I do remember the T-1000.
Yep, the actor specifically trained himself not just to not blink, he trained himself to run non-stop while keeping his breath perfectly even to create that uncanny valley feeling. And he also trained himself to not flinch or blink before the muzzle flash of his guns to really, really emphasize the feeling of this is a cold, merciless machine that will not stop until you're dead. He really sold that shit. I'm glad to know that somebody's keeping up that technique in today's sci-fi effect-heavy world.
Right?
Absolutely. And before we go any further, hi, Shamanistic Unicorn 10. Thank you very much
Hello.
for joining us. And Netflix, and you know what? Netflix is not the only thing that's making waves right now with streaming TV. I believe we've covered this earlier some time ago here on the program.
Yep.
The Disney Plus series of Star Wars Andor, which is a prelude,
To the Rogue One series.
to the Rogue One, a Star Wars
The
story.
last episode came out also, go fucking figure, on Wednesday. Ah! Wednesday was a
Finally,
big day for
we can see the story of the legendary Star Wars character Scream Blob Limblo in its full glory.
Cassian Andor, dude.
Yeah, Scream Blob Limblo.
What the fuck?
Where the hell did that
Where is this
come
coming from?
It's a joke the franchise has that you can have a random character from God knows what novel called Scream Blob Limblo my fuck up bomb, and somebody will go, "Oh, it's that guy! Oh my god, it's Scream Blob Limblo!"
How dare you dignify that? How dare you dignify that joke by bringing it up?
Because
that
it's
is-
not a joke.
That is, Angel's actually not wrong on there. That part isn't a joke, but he's not wrong. Let me put it this way. Kit Fisto.
Yeah, what about him?
Exactly. In the movies, he had no lines. He got murked by Palpatine in Revenge of the Sith, but the moment you give the character a name, he was just a regular ass extra who was a stunt double or whatever, and they gave him a name, and all of a sudden there's story, there's a life behind there. He has a style,
Yeah.
he has a philosophy. And except there's only one difference on here, Angel. The Scrimbo Bimblo stuff only applies to like background characters and extra characters.
Yeah, Cassian Andor is not a background character.
I
mean,
apologize. I actually made a mistake. It was not Scrimblo Blimblo. It was Glupshito.
God damn it, Angel.
oh my God! Don't validate it by bringing it up.
Every time a Star Wars movie or show is announced, all the fans are like, "Oh my God, Glupshito is back!" And I'm like, "Yes, he is back."
I feel like you're trolling us, Angel.
I feel like that too.
I am not, and I will show it to you.
I know
Behold, the greatest source of information of all time. Know your meme.
Hold on. Club shit. Yeah, shit.
Oh my God!
God damn it.
I
This is
almost
not a
gave
bad thing, by the way.
credit for shitting that out of his ass.
This is not a
no.
bad thing, by the way. This is just meant to show that the Star Wars universe is so goddamn big and varied. You can genuinely just throw a dart somewhere and you'll have enough material to make a Netflix show. But that doesn't answer the most important question. Gentlemen, answer me truly.
Yes.
Is this show good?
Why?
I can tell you this, and I will control my passions on this as best as possible. Fuck yeah, it was good! All right, people need to understand this was an excellent slow burn drama story. This was an excellent slow burn of like telling how Cassian Andor came from just like building for himself to being a part of the rebellion, being a part of the cause of the fight. And yes, I will, for the sake of showing everyone, here it is. Wait, hang on. Yep. Know your meme.
Yeah, let's
Glupshito, part of a
I
series.
personally don't want to validate it, but yeah, here it is.
Wait, where is Angel's zoom window? There it is. There you are. Yep, Glupshito is a fake name used online to refer to returning characters from the Star Wars Extended Universe and newer mainstream Star Wars media, which are known and praised by hardcore fans but unknown to more general audiences. It's like making a story about. Okay, that's a thingy over here. Yep, it's the spread the Mandalorian, of course, of the canonical name of Baby Yoda. God dang it. Okay,
right. Yeah.
You guys get the idea.
Yeah.
You guys get the idea, folks.
Okay, so the
now-
Andor, so the series is awesome. It's like
And
okay,
I'm-
so there's different scales. There's Obi-Wan Kenobi awesome, and then there's Book of Boba Fett okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Where does it fall on the scale?
This falls closer to Obi-Wan than it does to Boba Fett. I would
Good.
say like there's Mandalorian, Obi-Wan like right up against his butt, Andor, and then lower over here would be Book of Boba Fett.
Are we counting Visions? We're not counting Visions.
Visions is anime, and anime is life. There is no scale that you can put against anime that can even try to compare, and I will die on that hill.
Yeah, you're right. It's like
There's also the fact that Visions is a series of disconnected stories with no specific plot between them. Mandalorian, Obi-Wan, Andor, these are all specific series that have a plot, beginning, middle, and end. So this time, it does apply to that service. That being said, I must emphasize how happy I am that we are actually getting to explore other aspects of a galaxy far, far away. It is fun to see the Jedi and the Sith try to beat each other with glow sticks to death, but every now and then, you want to see what everybody else is doing. It feels good, you know?
exactly.
Now here's what's up. As far as Andor is concerned, a lot of folks see there's two like. I think it was what's his face, Lewis, our brother Lewis Lecco over on Nerd Report, who was saying that it's was either him or someone else who said it's a lot of people complaining about how crappy things are. Like, then it's also showing what they do about it.
Yeah.
Dude, it's not just complaining, it's also the talk and also the action of what they all do, the consequences of those actions.
Yeah, you
It's
have
called
to take
Star
those
Wars, nor Star Skirmish.
I haven't seen the show, but yeah, no, you have to watch and understand all the other elements to the story rather than focusing on the one thing.
Exactly. Real quick. Kuristi Rando-san. Hi
Hello.
there, Kuristi. How's it going? Welcome to the Ravens flock, and congratulations on celebrating 3 months as an inner
wow.
flocker.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Hello,
Thank
Thank you
much
so
for being an inner
much.
flocker for 3 months.
And she's saying, hello, awesome, crazy guys. I have yet to see Wednesday and Endor, not Andor. LOL. Much love. Throwing up black
We should
and
keep the
purple hearts.
spoilers to a minimum. List.
Yeah, we will keep it to a minimal, but I will say this. Everyone's plot is so intricate and it is so expertly mature. A lot of folks complain like, "Oh, the Star Wars isn't adult enough or hardcore enough." Like, oh no, you get to see how hardcore it is, and it's not just like bloody and swearing and nudie boobies all over your face. We're talking about maturity in terms of drama, in terms of how people interact. Mon Mothma, who is for all intents and purposes, she's in the Star Wars universe. She's the leader of the rebellion. She's one of the last heads of the rebellion. We see her story arc of how the Imperial Senate, how she's still serving there, and how she has to be so careful in maneuvering through everyone in her life, talking in code with people, and having to hide shit from people, and having to see what does it actually cost, not just like money and funneling resources, but costing in terms of your ethics and in terms of what are you willing to give up for your cause.
Pretty much.
That's the shit that I'm like, oh,
we see struggles.
It's struggling and it's hard, and you feel bad for her, even though it's like, oh, she's like a lofty person living on Coruscant. No. She's got a different kind of struggle, motherfuckers. It is not mo money, mo problems. It's mo money, mo problems, mo stormtroopers up your ass, and espionage and intrigue and pathos and stuff.
Random torture visits from Dr. Ball.
Actually, no. You wish it was Dr. Ball. There is a torture scene in one of
Angel gets it.
There is a torture scene in one of the episodes of Andor. You're gonna wish it was Dr. Ball. I'll tell you that right now. You're gonna wish to God that it was Dr. Ball.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
No, I won't spoil. Also, Mistress Meg, just for fun, some Jedi stories would be better as Bollywood-style movies. That would be hysterical.
Honestly, yeah, they could do it.
That would be hysterical just because the topness. But then again, we did get Tales of the Jedi, the little 6-part mini stories, like the animated shorts.
Okay, listen. The closest we have to a Bollywood-produced Jedi story is literally Kingo from the Eternals making an appearance in Obi-Wan. That's it.
That's it.
That is so cool, but that is as close.
Now I want to see Kingo on a screenplay of a Star Wars movie produced in Bollywood.
Yep.
Come on, Disney, make it happen.
All right.
By the way, it is good that this show also exists to remind us that this is what happens when you are not a Jedi. Remember, the Stormtroopers, the Empire in general, developed a reputation for not being quite as dangerous as it seemed, despite occupying 8/10 of the known galaxy. Because, well, pretty much the main characters, whenever they show up, they tend to make mincemeats of their troops. And the fact that the Sith philosophy of betray everybody and everyone at the worst possible time, it doesn't really lend much to cohesive peer reviews in the workspace.
Or governance.
However, exactly. So having a series like this is good because you get to see things from the point of view of the average person that goes, oh yeah, my entire planet is under the control of an oppressive dictatorship where scary-ass fucking soldiers with guns of lasers of nearly infinite ammo walk around with white armor that normal weapons can barely penetrate. If I move the wrong way, I'm dead. And if I'm lucky, my children will get conscripted into this army while they strip every resource from my planet until it's left a hollow, old rock floating in the depths of space. What's my rations for today? You get 3 portions. Fuck!
Yep.
Pretty much.
You actually hit it right on the head, Angel. Holy shit.
All right. And of course, all the episodes, including the finale, it's all available right now on Disney Plus. If you guys want to pay for the subscription and stream.
Or you can do what Angel does and raise the flag, yo-ho.
I don't do anything. If the authorities can't see me, I haven't done shit.
Hey, you can't spell. Hey, listen, you can't spell piracy without R.
Arr.
I know that was lame.
Actually, it's also incorrect. Piracy.
Full mast.
Piracy. Dork.
I know what I said.
Yeah, you said
it's okay. We stole the R with piracy and put it there anyway.
There we go.
Piracy.
All right, so let's go ahead and move on to this next piece of news, and this is so goddamn embarrassing.
Stupid. This is so stupid.
Oh boy, here we go.
So here's I'll take the helm on this one. So if you've been paying attention to my Thursday streams of Wrestle Rewind, where I cover WWE, NXT, AEW Dynamite, and Impact Wrestling, for the last couple of weeks, me and Juan, we've been discussing on how WWE has produced these vignettes, these segments where it shows an unknown assailant who's been who's been graffitiing the WWE Performance Center and has also been making these cryptic phone calls to WWE headquarters.
Yep, they're using a voice modulator. They're leaving threatening, vague messages taped on the walls of the inside of the Performance
And they
Center.
go by the handler name Scripts, that is spelled SCRYPTS. Scripts.
Because Ron spelling is cool.
And then on Tuesday's edition of NXT, we see the in-ring debut of Scripts, and my goodness, it is absolutely embarrassing.
Oh no!
I am embarrassed for WWE to allow this to be on their on TV.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Angel,
What kind of mask is
listen,
this?
Angel, I want you to Google search Scripts WWE and look up the images, and you'll see why while I continue talking.
I'm looking at
While
the
you
image
do-
right now.
while you do
That
that, I
mask
will
looks
subject
like
our-
a bucket hollowed out into a gimp outfit.
While you do that, I am going to go ahead and also show this to our audience, because if we must suffer, then so must they.
Go right ahead. Scripts.
Sorry, people. I
Scripts-
love you guys, but at the same
Scripts
time,
made his in-ring debut, beating an NXT newcomer named Guru Raj in a one-sided squash match. Before and then after he won the match, he left like some sort of like cryptic note or something. He wrote like a cryptic message and left it right onto his opponent before exiting. But oh my goodness, it is so bad. I'm not knocking.
This is embarrassing.
How
Man. I'm looking at the
good
fight
is
right
it?
now. What is happening? This is not a sale. This is a Black Friday sale.
okay.
And it's so disappointing, because for the past couple of weeks, since the rebranding of NXT from far back as September, they've been actually putting out solid programming for Tuesday nights.
All right,
we've
folks,
talked about this.
We love our viewers. We love our Flocker family here. But if we didn't torment you at least once in a while, how would you know that we really love you?
Exactly.
How would you know?
Oh, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Scripts.
Oh God.
What the hell is this? What the hell is
That
this mask
mask
about?
just-
What
That's
the,
a
your
bucket.
request you are out. What, even the freaking like ad underneath the photo of him, which I pulled up from Figure 4 online,
God,
it
it's
doesn't
so
want to
wrong.
load. It's like,
Man,
we're not
I
putting
am
money
not
for this.
feeling this shit. I am not feeling any of this.
I actually looked up who the guy was. The guy
Poor dude.
portraying Scripts was none other. He was on screen on Monday Night Raw for 2021. He was none other than, like, his on-screen name was Reggie. He was the sommelier for WWE superstar Carmella. She's a female superstar from Long Island, New York. I mean, from Staten Island, New York. I'm sorry. And Reggie was hired as her sommelier until he quit, and then he had a few runs with the 24/7 title.
So he was a
Wow.
jobber to begin with.
He was a very
Damn,
acrobat.
this is how he gets to return? Really?
Yeah, he was a very.
Ow.
That was for dinner tonight, Joe. It's
Jesus.
Yeah, he was an acrobatic jobber. I mean, he knows how to acrobatically jump over the ring ropes into the ring.
What the fuck?
The freaking okay. Kurisu says, I just saw this shit before you posted this, and Mistress Meg saying like these guys are running out of costume ideas. Jobber McJobberson. Yep.
Dude, this
Yep.
looks like a bucket that somebody cut holes into it and then stapled the top of a school broom mop closet to it.
Shall I take this image off of
Take
the
the image
screen?
off for the fuck's
This is
sake. Get it
painful.
off. I don't
Please
want
take it
to.
off.
I don't want to validate it any further, motherfuck.
Imagine returning to the ring after jobbing so hard, and they just tell you, "Yeah, you're gonna be the Shocker 2.0. Good luck."
No. This isn't the Shockmaster. The Shockmaster
was a whole different
Okay.
kind of bad.
It was a whole different kind of bad because he died from the word go and couldn't even go into the ring with that goofy stormtrooper bedazzled bucket on his head before completely losing the plot. He came in starting off in the ring with the outfit. Ah, fuck. I'm being assaulted.
Sorry.
What the hell was that?
Oh
just
no, that was a K-Storm tossing me something very important. But go on.
Tossing him his
K-Storm.
lactates. That Jose apparently left in the kitchen. Okay. Sorry, didn't mean to
Let's
interrupt you,
move
Angel.
on.
Go ahead.
Go on.
Angel died.
Jesus.
There he is.
I'm sorry. I'm just watching the fight again, and I'm just blown away by. Oh God, this choreography is bad. Maybe it's because the bar got raised too high by the previous show we saw. Like, imagine being Paul Logan, the highest bar
Logan
that you
Paul.
can possibly reach.
Oh.
Imagine Logan Paul being the high bar and not being high enough for that. That
Right.
is sad.
That
That is sad. As far as creative goes for 2022, I think this is pretty much the lowest bar that they've got.
This one lost the plot over here, and we actually found out thanks to Dirt Sheet Radio from 2 hours ago where the idea of this sinister, trespassing, threatening character from the shadows who would leave messages and voicemails and is threatening to tear down the WWE and the NXT brand specifically from the inside out. Where the story actually came from.
I'll go ahead and cover this one.
We
Script.
got to tell you guys, truth is stranger than fiction. You're gonna shit a brick.
All right, so Script, who made his highly anticipated in-ring debut this past week on NXT, after almost a month of cryptic voice messages and videos of him vandalizing the Performance Center, was reportedly inspired by the real-life WWE Performance Center stalker who was arrested back in 2015. Armando Montalvo was arrested and shot outside WWE's Performance Center in Orlando, Florida, and charged with aggravated trespassing.
Prior to his arrest, Armando Montalvo had shown up at the Performance Center, and he would make a scene, obviously, often smearing, I kid you not, feces on the side of the building after not being let inside.
Jesus.
In 2018, WWE was granted a permanent order of protection after Montalvo made posts on social media that were perceived to be legitimate death threats against the company staff and members of the talent.
Despite this, Montalvo remains active on social media, often tagging WWE wrestlers and personnel in posts. And despite wearing a mask, many have identified Scripts as four-time former WWE 24/7 champion Reggie. Originally, Carmella Somalia.
We already covered
yeah,
that
we
part.
already covered that part. So yeah.
Oh my freaking god! So yeah, we shit you not. Apparently,
Uh,
and we got to actually show you the poor fucker's mugshot over here. This Armando Montalvo guy who was legitimately threatening the WWE's Performance Center and threatening people, and he was doing stuff on social media, and apparently he smeared shit on the walls of the building.
that is
What
wow.
the hell?
Where they got
man.
the idea for scripts from? Really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Well, they figure 7 years ago, no one's gonna know about this guy. No one's gonna remember it.
Oh,
Let's
but the
pick
internet
it.
remembers everything.
The internet never forgets.
Let's take a. Is that why Scripps has that weird top knot built into his mask to make fun of this dude's poof of hair on here? Because we got the mugshot up. Holy crap!
I
mean,
don't know.
it would not be the same thing. It would not be strange to hear that. I mean, let's be honest. The amount of shit and shade that wrestlers throw at each other is an art that is both overt and subtle. So I would not be surprised if for the next time somebody fights this guy, the other dude decides to beat his ass with a toilet, and at the end goes, "That's where you're supposed to put it." Bam!
Oh, God. Oh my God! I nearly choked on my Coke Zero. Jesus!
Thank you
Angel.
for that, Angel.
Also,
that is actually pretty awesome.
Real quick, big
Hire
shout
me,
out.
WWE. I come up with shit too.
Also, big shout out to V's channel and Emily Morris who made it into the chat. Welcome,
thank
welcome,
you.
folks. Welcome to the Ravens flock. We appreciate you here. Thank you for
Much
tuning in
appreciated
tonight.
indeed.
Holy crap. So yeah, like I said, truth is stranger than fiction. I wish we could make this kind of crap up, but we can't. We're not that good.
Hang on a minute. Now,
Yeah.
of course, we're not. Of course, the whole shittiness of the wrestling news isn't just limited to WWE. Let's also pull the thread on AEW, shall we, Juan?
Oh, really? Are we?
Yes.
Are we?
A small
Okay,
little update.
guys,
just a small little
you're
update.
you're going to love this because this is pettiness on a whole nother scale. We'll even go over on the show if we have to because Jesus jumped up Christ.
I'll try not to spend too much time with it because I don't want to give the people involved any more spotlight than they deserve. So on this week's edition of AEW Dynamite,
Like, hit the boom dynamite.
thank you, Juan.
Oh boy.
Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, competed against Death Triangle in their round 2 match in the Best of 7 series for the AEW World Trios title.
So yeah,
and this
it's
week's
official. Kenny Oblivious and the Young Fucks are back.
And this week's Dynamite was live in Chicago, Illinois, and the Chicago crowd, they pretty much destroyed the Elite throughout the entire match. There were chants of "fuck the Elite" and CM Punk throughout the entire arena. And how does the Elite respond? And they respond 3 ways. First of all, number one, this is pretty obvious. This one's a very, very obvious one. Kenny Omega does the CM Punk gesture where he signifies that he's going to finish off his opponent by doing this.
By doing CM Punk's move, the go to sleep.
And he does his move, the go to sleep. There is another where
petty.
Kenny Omega literally bites the forearm of Pac during their encounter, which is obviously a shot at the news report of Ace Steel, CM Punk's friend and coach, biting one of the members of the Elite during the brawl out in September.
God damn, the disrespect.
And one of the members of the Young Bucks purposely did like a almost like messed up on the buckshot lariat, the flipping clothesline move, and they were making fun of CM Punk because CM Punk does the same crap too.
As in, they went ahead and they cast shade on purpose for the sake of drawing heat on people, on themselves, in order to get people to boo them even harder. And they did it in Chicago, which is CM Punk's home turf, purely out of spite.
Which is completely contrast to the reaction that they got when they returned in AEW Full Gear last Saturday in Newark, over in New Jersey, and the fans actually chanted "fuck CM Punk."
It's so messed up.
Damn!
It's so messed
the
up.
shade being thrown.
Yeah.
It's so messed up because if you guys take a look at the article that we shared over here for you guys, Kenny Oblivious trying to swear up and down. He's saying that, it's not the Elite against CM Punk. And he asks fans to just let it go.
According to an article
Fuck you, Oblivious. Yes,
yeah.
Freaking fancy foot fairy ass bitch.
Yep. According to the article,
$80 million on a $40 million video game.
Yeah, I know.
Never forget.
According to the article produced by the Wrestling Observer newsletter, by Ian Carey, let's see here. Yep, Kenny Omega wants fans to know that the situation in AEW isn't Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks against CM Punk. Ahead of the Dynamite from Punk's hometown in Chicago, Omega spoke with SportsIllustrated.com and noted that he is unable to address speculation stemming from the backstage altercation at All Out 2022. He also encouraged fans to move away from it because there is no information to be released. There are things that no one can talk about, so I'd encourage people to let it go. It doesn't change that we want them. It doesn't change that we want a team effort in AEW. I don't even mean implicitly myself and my opponent. It also means the referee, the fans, the people who set up the ring, everyone. Even a technical error can ruin the memory of a match. I can refer back to the exploding barbed wire death match. So I encourage people to move away from it because there is no information to be released. Though I cannot talk about it, I do want the fans to know I still want the best for pro wrestling.
Bitch, please don't go ahead over here trying with that. Oh, kumbaya. Let's get back to how things are supposed
Why
to be.
can't we be friends?
As he fucking disrespects CM Punk in his own hometown. Sure, that's real freaking like ambassadorial and real freaking
War always the
pacifistic of him.
same.
Yeah, it's yeah.
I'm gonna shit on your yard and compliment your garden. It's fertilizing.
He goes on to say, this isn't Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks against CM Punk. It is people trying to show off their craft. You could boo Kenny Omega or the Young Bucks or CM Punk, but I hope people don't forget we're human beings struggling to show our art.
Yeah, that's
That is
another
some
fucking
bullshit.
direct
That is
quote
some
from
bullshit.
That's another direct quote from Kenny Oblivious over here. Bitch, get off of here with that bull crap.
Yeah,
Get
no.
that Kenny O'Reilly door
Because
store brand silver tongue bullshit. We see that is corporate talk for please don't be mad and keep giving me your money.
Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks were also were also suspended following the altercation at All Out 2022.
Now-
and during that Damage Control, it was Bryan Danielson, John Moxley, and Chris Jericho trying to keep things afloat. Not Kenny Omega, so fuck them.
Now, what actually fries my ass is the whole thing of Kenny Oblivious and the Young Fucks coming back on the Full Gear pay-per-view event when the fans were chanting "Fuck CM Punk." They were actually goading the fans into doing it.
Of course they were.
Encouraging it. They wanted the fans to chant "Fuck CM Punk," and there was.
But we're all in the same fucking ground, see. We're all in this together. What?
Bitch, get off my face with that shit. Get up off my.
We are in fact not fucking in this together at all.
No, we're not.
Get up off my grill with that bull crap. Holy crap. Do not even try me with that. How's it with Tam and Emily Morris in the chat, they were all saying, like, why am I thinking of let it go, and I'll rise to the break of dawn.
Oh my
let
goodness.
it go.
Juan, please no, stop.
Let it go. That perfect punk is gone.
Okay, stop, please.
We are stuck with these young dumb fucks. And Kenny Oblivious.
All I want is your money anyway.
Very good. But that being said, yeah, no, getting back to the point here.
Oh,
like,
Kuristi was actually asking me to actually sing Let It Go just once. Do you want me to sing it properly?
No.
I
do it on your own. Do it on your own
There's
platform.
one problem, Jose. You see, Kuristi actually asked in the form of a $4.99 super chat.
God
Shit,
damn it,
well, we
Cody,
gotta do it
please.
now.
No, please.
Okay.
You got your own TikTok.
Yeah, I've got my own TikTok, but like they're paying here, so I've got to do it here.
Cody,
We gotta do it
subscribe
for-
to Juan on TikTok.
No, it's okay. Just one time. I'm not gonna sing the whole thing, but
All right, well, let me at least finish this off because I don't want to spend too much time on this. So yeah, if you want to follow my programming on Wrestle Rewind Thursday night, next week's edition of Wrestle Rewind, yes, it's coming back. I'm going to be discussing AEW Dynamite and NXT along with Impact Wrestling, and also as a special treat, I'll also discuss the main event for this year's WWE Survivor Series,
which is happening right now.
It's a War Games match between the faction of the Bloodline, the Usos, Solo Sikoa, Sami Zayn, and the undisputed WWE Universal Champion himself, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns.
Facing off against
The Brawling Brutes,
which
that is the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus, Butch, Ridge Holland, Drew McIntyre, and the returning Kevin Owens.
Yep. Okay. I'm sorry. Kuristi dropped another $1.99 super chat. She says, "Do it." I'm sorry. I got it.
All right, fine. I am done covering this
Everybody, we gotta put in the music now in the background.
Yeah,
to get
let's put
properly
one on the
DMCA'd by
pedestal because he
Disney.
desperately needs.
It's not that I'm gonna be on the pedestal.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because
They're asking-
Kuristi is desperately needing you on the pedestal.
like they're paying. We gotta give them their money's worth. Over here.
I know. I'm gonna step away. You go ahead and sing.
No.
Then
What
we
the
should
hell am
get
I gonna
Kickstarter
do while
released
you're
too.
singing?
The snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. The kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. Okay, this story. God damn it. The wind is swirling like this swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I tried. No, it's time to see what I can do. I know I'm getting the lyrics mixed up. To test the
I was
limits
wondering.
and break through. No wrong, no rules for me. I'm free. Get the hell back over here, Zay. What? What are you giving me that death clip for? No, get over here. Sit
Yeah,
down.
Joe, you gotta get in here and sing too.
Let it go.
If she ain't paying me, I'm not doing it.
I'm one with the wind and sky. Let it go. Let it go. You'll never see me cry. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. Okay, there's another. See, two 199 because they suffered through it.
Yes.
I already
This is
did.
it. We got
Last couple of
monetized.
seconds
Now
of
we get to
singing.
experience the consequences. Hi, K-Storm.
Hi! I told him I was paying him with dinner, so he better get out here.
You know, I still regret that Frozen. I still regret that Frozen Heart doesn't get as much love as the other songs. I felt like Frozen Heart was a really good song, but sadly they didn't give it as much attention.
For the record, guys, I want to set the record straight. I don't hate Juan singing. I don't dislike Juan singing. I'm just like, oh my god, that just completely came out of nowhere. Like they just threw off the format of the show.
Not really.
This is gonna happen inevitably.
You have Kenny Oblivious to thank for this, What did he tell everyone to do? He told everyone, hey, we're all friends here. This isn't about animosity. This isn't Zay, you have to listen to the world's greatest professional wrestling artist of all time.
Oh, God, you're spitting, too.
I was the greatest IWGP Heavyweight Champion, the greatest AEW World Champion ever.
Help, Angel! I'm being verbally molested.
No, sorry, too late. This is always going to happen. The moment the money started flowing, we became beholden to the chains that bind our ballsacks right now.
Speak for yourself. It's only a matter of time before someone drops a super chat and demanding that you do something.
He'll do it.
I mean, sure, I could do it, but my singing is nowhere near as good as Juan or his beloved wife. I will try, and I will do my best. You know why?
Why?
Wait, what? No one can make out what you said.
We can't make out what you said.
Angel, did you have to go there?
Yes, I did. I had to go there. It was necessary.
All right.
You said definitely made my entire week. Thank you so much, guys. Definitely got my money's worth. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
No more singing.
All right.
You're okay. I'm dying of laughter.
No more singing until the next $4.99 chat donation.
Yeah. Sorry, Jose.
No.
It's
no.
What?
$20 super chat.
Oh, okay. Now, how about let's make this a little bit easier. Let's compromise over here. $10 super chat, and I'll make
Fine,
it
10.
One more song if you want it, but it's got to be a $10 super chat. You don't have to. There's no obligation.
All right, but until then, let's go ahead and move on. We actually want to go turn things over to Angel Mendez for any video.
That's right.
Any? He's got loads.
All right. Angel,
most of the news
away.
recently have been just uninspired rumors and Black Friday deals, and soon to be Cyber Monday deals. But I found a few nuggets of interesting information here and there. Now, this first piece is a rumor. I'm getting most of the stuff from Game Rant, so feel free to take what I'm saying here with
a grains
of salt.
Folks, I know there's a salt emoji on YouTube somewhere or whatever.
Dump that shit in there.
Find it.
Now, this came out 3 days ago. It was published by Rory Young. It indicates that this came from a leaker. We do not know the validity of this, but I'm a little excited because it indicates that a new Ninja Gaiden game might be in the product by Platinum Games of all things. Now,
okay.
A leaker claims that an upcoming Ninja Gaiden game might be developed by Platinum Games itself. Ninja Gaiden is the franchise that has been, unfortunately, dormant for nearly a decade. The first and second games were fairly well received from the Xbox, and in fact, they were notorious for their difficulty, to the point that the former head of the company, Itataki, is gone on record saying, yeah, the playtesters complained that it was too hard, so I went to the programmers and said, make it harder. Yeah.
Seriously?
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Unfortunately,
the savagery of this man.
Unfortunately, they went the other way with Ninja Gaiden 3. It did not go well. It was too easy, too hand-holdy, and it tried to hack in a story that, quite frankly, was bad even for the standards of the series. It got an updated re-release called Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, which was, admittedly, much better, but it still didn't compare to the original 2. And then after Ninja Gaiden C Yaiba came out, which was, quite frankly, a complete goddamn mess, the franchise seemed to be just dead in the water. However, last week, Team Ninja, the developers of the most recent trilogy, hinted that a return is planned, though the announcement has since been walked back to a degree. Predictably, some people are raising some eyebrows about exactly what they're doing here. Team Ninja hinted that Ninja Gaiden will be coming back as part of its keynote during the Korea G-Star conference. A follow-up statement clarified that they had no announcements to make at the moment, but the team shares fans' enthusiasm for the return of these beloved titles. Now, a lot of people are assuming that means that they will be the studio leading the development, but that might not be the case. Frequent leaker, special_Nick of the Xbox era shared recently that he heard regarding the situation on Twitter. Short and simple, He says that he's been told that the studio signed to make the Ninja Gaiden game is Platinum. He's claiming that Koei Tecmo may have signed a deal with them to develop the game. No further details have been said. The tweet specifically says, okay, bugger it. It's been told that the studio signed on to make Ninja Gaiden is Platinum. The only additional context that we have right now is that this is something that he's known about for some time, or so he claims. He mentions in the previous tweet that Team Ninja spoiled half of his future rumor mills by announcing a new Ninja Gaiden game. The other half of the news is, of course, that Platinum Games might be working on the project. At the very least, that confirms that the accidental announcement is the same that Special Nick's Platinum Project said. Obviously, this is not completely confirmed, but guys, Ninja Gaiden might be back.
Oh my lord!
Snap!
Oh snap! Holy shit!
You hear that, Ninja Gaiden fans? We're bringing it back.
Ryo
might get it.
Hayabusa, one of the ultimate video game ninjas of all time, he might. That's a big fat might be coming back by Angel's favorite video game studio, Platinum Games.
Let's see what happens. I'm genuinely excited for this. Admittedly, I won't lie, Ninja Gaiden 1 was one of those games that made me rage like an imbecile because that game is genuinely kind of fucking bullshit sometimes. 2 is a little easier, but still fairly difficult. And 3 was way too goddamn easy. Like, man, I was falling asleep at the wheel of that one. Razor's Edge was a lot better. It actually gave me more weapons, tools, enemies, and story to work with. The story is still batshit insane, but like in a good way. You know, it's the kind of story that Platinum Games would make.
No, I get it, man. I get it. And, you know, we look forward to it. I want to turn my attention over to the live chat right now. Let's see here. Looks like Kuritsuti Rando-san dropped a $20 super chat and says here,
What the fuck?
Jose.
Holy shit!
Hang on, I'm going to read it. Jose must suffer through the song I'll Never Dance Again. The song Juancho sang to him
Regarding Rhea Ripley. Oh,
Well,
shit.
you know what you gotta do.
Wait, do I have
I'm
to
just
sing
gonna
the song?
sit back
I have
and let
to
this
sing it
happen.
to you. And you can't walk away this time.
You gotta stay in here and suffer, boy. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for both of you. Thank you kindly for your generosity. We appreciate your
Kuristi.
eternal journey to turn us into dancing monkeys for your amusement.
All right.
We appreciate it.
All right.
Oh my God.
All
Okay.
right, but let's close it off, all right?
In terms of singing, this is the one. This is last song for the night.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I'm gonna give it my all over here for you.
Yeah, because I don't want to. Because I'm sure Angel's got more news to go through. So let's.
We'll run
Just
a
a
little long.
few.
It's okay.
I'm gonna get something to drink while I listen
Well, I'm
to
also
your
hungry.
dulcet
Well, dinner's on its way.
tones.
It's gonna take a while. It'll be fine. All right, Joseph. I think I had to do some mood lighting for this one. Sorry. If I'm gonna do this, I gotta do this right.
Come
Hang
on, dude.
I'm just setting the lighting for this, okay?
This is so goddamn stupid.
This is so much fun. I love it.
Wow. Why don't we do this for the Ravens flock setup going forward? This looks pretty good. What do you guys think?
It's a little too dark and edgy. I don't wonder you like it. But
course I
you see,
do.
Jose,
It's perfect. It reflects the state of his troubled heart.
You see, Angel gets it.
I feel so unsure as I take your hand and lead you to the dance floor. As the music dies, something in your eyes calls to mind a silver screen and all its sad goodbyes. I'm never gonna dance again. These guilty feet have got no rhythm. Although it's easy to pretend, I know you're not a fool. I should've known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you.
All right. Let's go ahead and All right, let's go ahead and move on. I think we got it. Yeah.
You sure, Jose?
Yeah, because we
I
got
could
it.
do the second verse.
No, you're fine. You're fine. No.
One of these days, we gotta put a limit to those. We can't have people just throwing money away and interrupting the show.
All right.
Thank you kindly, though. We are genuinely humbled by your incredible generosity. Thank you so much.
Shows us a Rhea Ripley pick. Yep, I did. And, yeah,
All
Joseph.
All right.
Listen, I'm not trying to hijack the show, and I'm really sorry.
No. But I know you're not. I know you're not. No one ever said that. But Angel does have a good point. You know, we can't keep
milking the same,
putting off the show for.
Well, at the same time, we're giving folks what they want to see, and this is still fun, and it's and we've got a little bit of time before we get to the main event. I know you want to watch it over here.
That's
the main
right.
event's in about an hour, right?
I don't know, but
Okay.
and I understand that. But counterpoint, I also want to give the fans what we want to tell them.
Well, that's true. We do have stories. We do have other news stories we got to talk about. So
May I recommend
Curiosity-
that we do this in the future, but that we limit it to a certain number of times per stream. We can't be interrupted all the time doing this.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. We should do it like we should probably put a cap on it or something. Like
Exactly.
2 maximum a week.
Two seems good.
2's good. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, and
Let's go
and,
with 2.
And Curiosity's even saying like, hey, if you want to blame anyone, blame me. I hijacked the show. So you want to blame Curiosity? Blame her, and you can go ahead and send the money back. But I don't think there's a way to do that.
No,
It's okay.
I'm not
Curiosity's gonna
blaming
send you an
anybody. There is
IOU
no
that just says,
no,
"I owe
blaming
you
is,
another song."
Blaming is saved for children. Okay.
That's true. It's blamed for children and for known pedophile Gregory Niscon Jackson. Fuck you, Greg.
And fuck you, autistic tiger.
Well, not the
has
kid,
changed.
not the child.
Not the child, but a bastard father. There.
There we go. Let me reset the lights.
That was
Angel,
a
is there someone you
beautiful
want to
singing
scream fuck
session.
you? Angel, is there someone you want to scream fuck you to? It's your turn.
Not really. Hatred takes too much energy, and people are not worth my hatred.
Really? Not even Helena Taylor?
Oh, I would have many, but no. Ultimately, no.
All right, there we go. See, we're back.
It's like
on.
the Emperor's New Groove. To the wicked, from above, punishment comes, kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
And then you have a giant chandelier, but Yzma is so goddamn spindly thin, she misses it from the gaps. Like,
It seemed like a good idea at the time, to be fair.
Right.
good effort. Your heart's in the right place, Kronk. You couldn't have seen that happen. It's okay.
It's okay.
First
He
off,
turns-
why
he
are you
turned
listening
out
to that
all
guy?
right.
Look at it. He's wearing a dress. It's a toga. Second, look at this. Look at what I can do.
Headstand.
How does that have to do with
No.
the argument?
No.
No.
He's got a point.
He's got a point.
It's okay. Kronk turned out all right. So, Angel, what
He's got
other
his own new
what other
groove.
news you got for us?
So anyway, GameStop may have been leaking customer info.
Excuse me?
Uh,
What did Case
Reports
No, GameStop.
indicate that GameStop may have been leaking information regarding customer information, like addresses and credit cards that are appearing online. So to everybody who's listening, you might want to log out of your GameStop account if you even have one. As it is, every year, many consumers take advantage of Black Friday to get themselves some good stuff, like games from retailers like Walmart, Amazon, Best Buy, and GameStop, while others on the cheap. Now, it seems that people who are shopping at GameStop on Black Friday may want to double-check their information. They have to officially comment on it, but there are many reports of customer information potentially being leaked out to other customers that were doing their shopping. There appears to be a glitch on the GameStop user database, where the game shoppers were inadvertently opening and refreshing their information, only to find names, orders, addresses, and even credit card information from other users. It doesn't seem to be widespread, but it is happening enough that somebody took notice of it. This appears to happen with every refresh. So every time you do, you see someone else's information. When you check
my
order
Lord,
statuses,
No.
avenues on the site, this includes multiple cards, phone numbers, addresses, and so on. It appears that enough has been impacted that GameStop will no doubt look into it closely. However, as pointed out by Twitter's new and deal aggregate account, Wario64, it's not a bad idea for anyone to remove their information for the time being, given the serious nature of this leak. It's something that they'll hopefully fix ASAP, but it is something to keep in mind, because after Black Friday, we have Cyber Monday, which will most likely see the sites get another massive wave of traffic. So they better fix this shit, or we're going to be dealing with some serious leakage of personal, private, and economical information.
I was going to say, Angel, if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't want to get too personal, but don't you also have an account with GameStop? Like, shouldn't you be worried as well?
Oh, I do, but I deleted my information from that account a long time ago. I only buy stuff in person from GameStop.
Oh my lord. Okay, yeah. All right. So, yeah, I
My
gotta
information
get
in that thing is so outdated that if somebody stole it and they went to find my old previous location, they'd be in Area 51 before they can blink.
GameStop has no updated information. The last thing they have is like 6 card renewals ago.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay, so
For
your
now.
info's safe.
I'm good.
You're
Oh,
good.
it's definitely safe.
Sweet Jesus
Everyone else who is
Christ on a
doing recent
cracker.
shopping, though, not so much.
I'm glad we corrected ourselves in saying GameStop instead of K-Storm leaking customer
What? Your wife is
information.
causing identity
That
theft
would've
and
been an
fraud!
That would have been an interesting conversation.
Juan, why is your
I
wife
have
causing identity
customers.
theft
I
and
wish
fraud?
I had customers, but I don't have customers for whom I would can leak any info. The only customers I have are like my best friends. So anyone who knows me knows them anyway.
Yeah, but do they have your card info?
I don't have their card info.
Do they have your card info?
No!
Do they have their dog's card
Oh
info?
my god, would you shut up?
I mean, you never know. Dogs are getting chipped with all sorts of weird shit nowadays.
Right?
That being said, yeah, no, this is not a good look for GameStop, and I'm so glad that I
But
don't
he's like-
shop there anymore.
City's all like, well, the military already has all my info, so I'm well. I'm sorry to hear that,
Admittedly-
City.
Admittedly, yes, information gets spread all over the place every time we do a single online purchase. But yes, we would encourage every one of our beloved friends to be very careful where they buy the stuff from and to never save any card information on any outlet. I know putting in the digits is annoying, but you know what's more annoying? Having your card hacked in, having to call your bank, wasting precious time, getting a new card sent in, and spending 2 weeks unable to buy jack shit. I know this because it happened to me 3 goddamn times in a row.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Holy
Identity theft. Yeah, no, it's pretty fucked up. Identity theft is a is a serious matter because they can steal your credit card information and everything.
Like, this is a fuck up on GameStop's part, though. Oh, Kodisi was saying, like, it's called having given my life to the U.S. Air Force. Ouch. Airman, ow.
Curisi is just reliving every moment of Top Gun for the rest of their life, forever.
God dang it. Oh, my lord. Okay, yeah, no. What's her face had screwed up big time over here. But, of course, it can't all be bad news over here. Like, of course, the one thing is the rumor of Ninja Gaiden being produced by Platinum. That is awesome. What else have you got for us over here, brother?
Well, I got some more bad news.
What?
God damn it!
Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Blizzard.
Oh no! Damn it! Really? We're going back on that bullshit now?
Okay, Jose, we're gonna have to find the old Activision Blizzard thumbnails. You're gonna need more fire. You're gonna need like a juggling
No,
clown.
that joke died in 2021.
You're gonna need like a juggling clown. You're gonna need somebody with a chainsaw. Oh, Chainsaw Man. There you go. And have
Chainsaw!
Man be on fire.
No, I
Chainsaw.
refuse
Top
to.
Gun was Navy, by the way. Angel,
I
just because
refuse
they were
to put
fighters.
someone as awesome as Chainsaw Man and associate with him with Activision Blizzard. I am not giving Activision Blizzard any more effort than I already did. That joke is dead, just like 2021 was dead.
I don't think you have a choice. Angel, why don't you go ahead and lay it on him?
So, it would seem that this was the first rumor I heard. It had seemed that Blizzard might miss the Game Awards due to the Activision acquisition, or rather, Microsoft won't go. Supposedly, they're trying to smooth out the terrain. You know, they don't want people to have them show off there after doing that big acquisition. That in itself is no big deal. You know, companies unable to show up to an awards show due to some business arrangements, it happens. But that connected me to a funny article indicating that of all things, Activision, Microsoft, and Blizzard are getting sued by a Swedish company because they're essentially accusing them of collusion.
Oh, Lord.
Oh dear.
That's right. Now, everyone, including Sony, fans of every platform, regulators, and everyone, has been keeping a close eye on Microsoft's $69 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard King since it was announced. But while many have been focused on whether this will make a monopoly or how it would impact Call of Duty on PlayStation consoles, there is one company that decided that shit was not going to stand. And they have sued the two involved in the purchase for collusion. This company is known Sjunde AP-fonden, a Swedish government-owned agency that manages pensions for Swedish people, recently filing this lawsuit. Now, obviously, this acquisition has faced quite a bit of criticism, but the 205-page complaint document that was made available public on November 10th was filed by Zunde Aponde and first reported by Bloomberg Law focuses more on how the deal came about and the terms surrounding the CEO, Bobby Kotick, following Activision Blizzard's many sexual misconduct scandals after the announcement. In short, they are alleging that the Microsoft and Activision Blizzard merger was rigged to exploit the beleaguered gaming's giant sexual harassment crisis and protect the CEO, which does have some crescents, considering that Bobby Kotick, what the fuck is his name? Bobby Kotick stepped down and then got back to the chair almost immediately. It further names every current and ex-member of Activision Blizzard's board of directors, stating that the $69 billion price point, which is the biggest acquisition in gaming history, was engineered to allow for the underpriced deal between the two and allow Kotick to keep his job until the end of the regulation review, at least according to the lawsuit. It claims Microsoft colluded with Activision to acquire the major gaming company at a bargain price and alleges that the process was a sham. A spokesperson for Activision and Microsoft has both addressed this lawsuit in statements to Bloomberg Law, with Activision spokesman Joe Christinat stating, "This is a great deal for shareholders. We garnered 98% approval of votes cast. The board went through a thorough process to decide the right move for employees, shareholders, and players. Microsoft's response was short and to the point. He said, and I quote, "Our proposed acquisition of Activision Blizzard was negotiated lawfully and fairly. It is uncertain which way this merger is going to go down, as well as what becomes of the lawsuit. Things are basically hanging in the air right now. These are some, predictably, very serious allegations that should not simply be swept under the rug while everyone's eyes what this means for companies outside of Microsoft. For context, it has been reported that if this deal goes through, Microsoft could become the largest gaming company based in America, while it would also become the third largest company in the world behind the Chinese company Tencent and the Chinese conglomerate Sony."
Oh man, oh man, oh man.
So as you can imagine, a lot of people are going, wait a minute, this is a little too convenient, isn't it? This merger comes out at the right time, at such a convenient price, enough to get all these people right off the hook and keep our attention away from all the lawsuits. Some bullshit's happening here.
So we
man.
covered the fact that Microsoft was purchasing Activision Blizzard
Yeah, we did.
a while ago when it first came, when the news first broke out.
But
so
now
we're actually getting down to the nitty-gritty, and this is a fucking problem, man. This is like also Waldo in the chat. Hello, Waldo. Welcome to the Ravens.
Hey.
He says this is true, by the way. We found you, Waldo. Thank you for joining us. And Kodisi
Oh
says,
shit, there he was the entire time.
and Kodisi saying, as long as this merger is not as shitty as the Warner Brothers Discovery merger, I'm good.
I don't know. They're both
God.
fucking shitty.
But
I still remember the effect. By the way, that's stuff still being felt, like the amount of shows that are still being canceled. Like I love that somebody went, the merger has completely fucked everything up, and Disney got involved, and somebody goes, Disney basically owns Fox. Why aren't they doing anything with it? And somebody responded, it's not about doing something with it. It's about no one else doing anything with it.
Yeah.
Well, I would say, considering that there may be 20th Century Studios films being made and all that other good jazz, and considering that Fox Television is still on the air, I would say keeping that alive and in one piece is all that Disney's going to do with Fox.
Yeah.
As far as Activision Blizzard and Microsoft merging here under the Microsoft banner, making it the third largest company on the planet. Because, like, folks got to remember, the other two bigger ones are both Chinese, or both Asian. Actually, Sony is Japanese.
Sony is Japanese.
Yeah, Sony is Japanese. Tencent is Chinese.
Yes.
So the fact that we've only got one American company, it's not even the top largest in the world. Oh my lord!
But I was gonna say, like, but because they're major companies, you know, especially Microsoft, like this type of shit that's happening right now, like I'm pretty sure they're going to find a way to try and sweep it under the rug.
They're trying
they're already doing that right now.
Bella, how
Yeah.
you doing, Nikki? Welcome to the
They're
chat.
doing it right now. I'm pretty sure like they're gonna get through this because they're a fucking major multi-dollar company. I don't want to guess that. I don't want to say multi-million
multi-billion.
dollar company or billion, whatever the fucking dollar amount is. I'm pretty sure they're gonna try and get through it. It's annoying to them, and it's definitely not good as far as PR goes. But they're gonna try. They're gonna get through it.
Nothing short of an actual meteor falling on headquarters and turning that place into a hole in the ground will somehow stop this shit.
I'm afraid you're right about that, Angel. There's also another thing that folks have to consider is the fact that this merger stuff started off in the middle of last year. It didn't
Yep.
take off all the way. There's a lot of governmental red tape that has to be gone through before the merger can be finalized. I'm also seeing here Codisti on the chat saying it all went down. It all went down since they bought out Skype. Skype became shit. Skype barely exists anymore, if I remember correctly.
That's
why we're on
right.
Zoom instead.
I remember Skype once.
It was horrible.
It has been absorbed, devoured by the eternal mass of digital flesh.
Honestly, I thought Skype was like the spawn child of MySpace.
It was. You know what? To this day, a million props to the creator of MySpace. You know what he did after he sold that shit?
Tom, he
What did
left.
Tom do? Yeah, he left.
He became a photographer. He just travels around the world taking cool pictures now.
Oh, well, good for him.
Tom,
He won.
everywhere I look,
I see
I
his
see
face.
his face.
He was the first friend, and we didn't appreciate him until he was done.
Yeah, no, but that being said, getting back to the subject, yeah, no, this is just another fucking black eye in a series of black eyes for the reputation, specifically at Activision Blizzard. But as long as they're protected under the Spartan shield of Microsoft, I'm pretty sure.
Ha!
yeah,
I see. I saw what you did there. That's actually clever.
as long as they're protected under the Spartan shield of Microsoft, I'm pretty sure they're gonna get through this.
Waldo in the chat. This merger could be a good thing, but the SH allegations need to be addressed ASAP because this could destroy Microsoft and the other companies associated with Activision.
You know what? He brings
God,
up
I
a very
hope
good
so.
point. While they can try and sweep it under the rug at the same time in order to save face, and if they do need to address the issue, like give us something.
They won't. You know they won't.
They won't.
They'll close their eyes, shove their hands in their green field pockets, drop a couple of speeches about responsibility and accountability, and nothing has
Diversity
changed.
and all this other
Bobby
inclusivity stuff. Like
Bobby Kotick stepped down and almost immediately got back up. Think about that for a second. This is not even the golden parachute. There was another plane waiting for him where he jumped.
Like he base jumped from one plane into another and landed perfectly in it, with a seatbelt already ready to go. So he just locked himself into place, and now he's got a freaking wine glass, and he's not even drinking wine out of it. He's drinking port.
That sounds so goddamn cool. It sounds like something they could have used for The Dark Knight Rises in the opening scene when Bane crashed to the plane.
With no survivors. We are all
With
over the
no
place.
survivors. If I took off that economic deal, would it kill you? It would be extremely expensive
You, a big company.
For you.
for you.
All
I love
right,
the fact
folks,
that
we have-
that version of what's his name? Fucking Jesus, I can't figure out his name.
Tom
of
Hardy.
Bane has become like
Tom
the
Hardy, Bane.
one everybody wants to imitate right now. Even the Lego movie, the Harlequin show did it. It left an impression.
It's hysterical because, like they said, it's not even a proper Hispanic or Latin voice. That he's went with a more of this weird old Spaniard Castilian carny performer voice.
Right?
It
is
works.
odd,
I mean,
but it works.
Bane had a Latino thing. He came from Mexico in the comics, if I can recall.
Yeah. He
All
did.
right. So before I wrap it up, just a couple things I do want to mention. First of all, again, I hope all of you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you guys ate well. I hope you guys got to spend as much time as you can with your loved ones during Thanksgiving.
We're saving our leftovers over here in order to make it into a gigantic monstrosity of a delicious turkey casserole. of death.
Yes, it'll be awesome.
I'm deep frying mine.
Now, I know this week we've been dead on content, but next week we are going back to our regular schedule. As I mentioned earlier, Wrestle Rewind will be returning next Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern, where I will review WWE NXT, AEW Dynamite, and Impact Wrestling. And I will also be reviewing the main event of WWE Survivor Series War Games.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it, Angel.
I look forward to it.
No, hang on a minute. I want to hear Angel roar and say War Games. Angel, do it.
Hang on.
War
I was saying, hang on. Fuck, man.
Hang on.
Let me put you up on the main over here.
All right,
3,
now
2,
say it.
1, go ahead.
War Games.
There you go. That's
There
what's
we go.
up.
Much better. All right. I will be covering that next week.
And also returning
And
next
also
Saturday.
returning next Saturday at 5 p.m. Angel, why don't you tell him?
Oh, that's right. Actually, hang on a second. Let me check. That will not be this Saturday. That will be the next one because this Saturday is the last Saturday of a certain period. So everybody has to work that day.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, man. Okay,
My
so you can't
sincerest
even-
apologies.
Okay, so
no,
it's not
not
next-
that one. But the next Saturday after, we will resume another episode of Los Amigos Play, where we will once again continue with the over-the-top, spine-tingling, and batshit insane gameplay of Bayonetta 3, accompanied, of course, by my favorite co-hosts right here, as they compose the greatest peanut gallery that the world has ever seen.
And watch us rage along with Angel as the mechanics of the games continue to try to slow him down.
So, you know what?
Remember
Angel,
to rage with us with the slurs emoji over here, folks.
you know what? Angel actually does bring up a good point because we're coming into the final week of a certain period from our straight jobs, and we're actually in the same field. So I do want to give out this important disclaimer that for next weekend, our schedule is subject to change, and if it does, you will be the first to know.
Of course, we don't want to keep our beloved viewers in the dark. It wouldn't be fair.
But if we do show up at Saturday, it's going to be awesome all the next week. And you know what? And why am I focusing on Saturday? We also have a show on Wednesday, don't we?
Yeah.
Afraid so. We got my show up in here, The Black Files, our uncensored, uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock. Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be covering, I guess I mentioned it earlier tonight, I'm going to be covering the events that happened in Colorado last Sunday. It was a toss-up between discussing that or discussing what happened with Jason David Frank this past week. We went with Jason David Frank. I'm doing a proper deep dive on what happened in Colorado. It was a terrible tragedy. It was a terrible, unacceptable loss of life for the dumbest reasons possible. And this is something that I know that even if it doesn't affect you personally, I know that there's, like, for viewers out here, even if you're not subscribed to the Ravens Vlog, even if you've never met someone in the LGBT community, I know that you know someone who does, and this sort of stuff hits them right in their heart. And
Surely, regardless of affiliation or orientation, we can empathize with the loss of innocent lives.
especially at the hands of someone who is truly abhorrent and truly reprehensible, especially with the freaking excusing that this guy used.
We'll get to it.
We'll get into that Wednesday night. Yeah, whereas the Ravens Flock, our main show, you see, we have different news stories in the world of geek culture and the world of nerdhood. Here on my program, on the Black Files, I'm more of the guy who does our 2020, our Dateline show. We pick one main headline story and we cut to it. It's going to be a deep dive. We usually dig into the darker side of news events in the world of geek culture here. And since a lot of members of the LGBT community are friends of the Ravens Flock, and I know that we've got like Kuristi is part of the community as well, and I know that we can all appreciate and understand how painful this stuff is. This stuff has to be addressed. We have to talk about
it. It has
the
to be
dirty stuff
addressed.
here.
We have to talk about it. We
And
must.
who's that? Susie Tried is on the chat, jumping in right as we're wrapping up here.
The
How's it
Juancho,
going?
hey all, hey, how you doing there, my friend?
Much
and
love
of
to you
course, join us on our main show, The Ravens Flock, every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We, the Motley Crew of Nerds, myself, Wanda Rouse, and Angel Mendez, will be here to discuss with you the latest news, circulating news in the world of nerd and geek culture. Every week, even the slowest weeks, when you're stuffing your face with turkey, there's always something to talk about, and we'll be here to discuss with each and every one of you. With turkey in our mouths.
Well, hopefully with some turkey in your
Well, hopefully. But that being said, Yeah, we appreciate this. Pretty much concludes the end of our programming, and I just want to thank everyone for tuning in. Everything that we have done on this channel, from the early years to present day, is all part of our directive from 2013 to make your voice
Our mission.
With that said, Juan, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Let me see over here. Let me go ahead and get this right. Thank you all very much for watching this week's live stream edition of The Ravens Flock, hosted by Jose Casabona, Angel Mendez, and yours truly, Juan Arouse, as we bring you the latest news in geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, the convention community, the cosplay community, everything covering from movies, TV shows, comics, video games, anime, manga, pro wrestling news, music news, news of interest to us, news of interest to you, random singing, random appearances from K-Storm, and everything in between, as we strive, as Jose said, since 2013 to make your voice our mission. Join us as we bring you this news live every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Twitch. Hit the subscribe or the follow button, ring the notification bell. If you want to go above and beyond, hit the join button and become an inner flocker for only $4.99 a month. I want to see real quick on the chat. Susie tried to saying have a super night, jumped in to say boo. I do like Wednesday, by the way. Haha. Boo, you scared us. Oh no. And this coming weekend is actually especially special for me because next Friday is my birthday. Hooray.
Yay!
Right.
Oh shit.
Congrats.
Oh shit, you're gonna do things. I know that smile.
Yay!
I know that smile. I can see that nose hair twitching in your eyes. It means you've got a dastardly plot. Shit.
Of course we do.
Help!
Yay. But go on.
Until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Twitch.tv/TheRavensFlockOnline, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to
I'm
another
a
exciting
teacher.
live edition here on our flagship show. We are the Ravens Flock.
Nerds all over the internet?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I was about to say.
Sorry. Nerds all over the internet. We are the Ravens Flock, and we are out.